To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
Hello and welcome to the WDW Fanboys Podcast.
Hello. Hi.
My name's Jonathan Hopkins. I'm joined by my two co-hosts, Brett Bennett and Spencer Coleman.
Hello.
And today is October 27th, and this will be episode 190. Our show is sponsored by Pixie Vacations. Pixie Vacations is an authorized Disney travel agent. They offer fee-free bookings to Disney World, Disneyland, Disney Cruise Lines, and Adventures by Disney. You can find links to their site on our homepage, or you can give them a call directly at 678-815-1584. Yes.
Using 200.
Yes, this will be our Halloween episode, since Halloween will be a couple days after Sunday. If you're watching the YouTube video, you can see that I have on my glow-with-the-show ears.
Can't even see a color, can you?
Yeah, well, it's because the light.
Whatever.
The lights are on. It's supposed to be dark out. But, yeah, so I picked up these glow-in-the-show ears. It's, with your AP discount, it is like $23.50. They're...
But the cool thing is it doubles as a bike helmet.
Yeah. The way it's constructed, it's a little bit weird, because when you have it on, it feels like a bicycle helmet. It's got all this foam padding inside, and the battery compartment, and I assume the RFID remote and everything is right at the top, but it's kind of bulky and a little bit heavier than normal mouse ears.
While still trying to keep the same size almost.
Yeah.
So, nah.
But I the way it feels though, and all this foam and everything, like if it's hot out, it's gonna get real sweaty or anything. But yeah, they've started doing the glow with the show with Phantasmic and then Wishes, and
Celebrate the magic.
yes, and they will have it with the Osborne Lights.
Yes.
And
but they're getting rid of Illumination, so they're not going to put it with that apparently.
well,
But I'm not happening.
Tim will be very upset when they get rid of Illumination.
Well,
But yeah. So we've been seeing I've been seeing a lot of people around with them in the park. They seem to be kind of selling like hotcakes.
Yeah, well they're pushing them like crazy. You know, I was
Yeah.
just at Magic Kingdom, a couple nights ago.
I'm
they
really
have.
surprised because Disney is not all about merchandising.
Yeah.
I believe they're pushing this stuff.
Oh yeah. But they have carts that they're pushing around on Main Street. Like they normally have the glow carts that they push around with all the crap glow merchandise and whatnot. They have carts that are specifically for these glow with the show ears now that they're pushing around.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, and I saw, I took a picture of it and put them on the Twitter, and I saw there's two people at each cart, and one lady was holding something, and I said, what do you have in your hands there? And she just had a stack of like stickers. And I was like, what are those? And she's like, oh, they're stickers we give away with the ears. And I was like, really? I didn't get any stickers. She's like, well, where'd you get your ears from? And I said, they gave me a media copy, so I got mine for free. I didn't even pay for it, but they didn't give me any stickers. And then the guy that she was with, she looked at the guy, and he was like, they're stickers, just give it to them.
Yeah. Give them a
So they
stack
did.
of them.
And
Sticker for crown.
it's 4 round stickers, I guess, one for each year, really. And there's a 2013 one and a 2014. So you can do that, I guess. So I want to
But
kind of
what
match.
happens when it's 2015?
I'm kind of just going to match 20 and 20 together or something like that, just to be ready for the future. But that's interesting, kind of.
I would be interested on how well it handles here, because they released it in California first at Disneyland and DCA for World of Color and whatnot. But I would just assume that the dynamic of Disney park guests are more AP holders over there at Disneyland.
Right.
That they'll buy them, they'll go see World of Color, then they'll never use the things again.
Leave
Like
it home.
Like carry around. With
like here.
Exactly.
You're going to have a new influx of people all the time from different parts of the world.
Yep.
Right.
And who's going to lug their glow-at-the-show ears back from England back to the States? They're just going to buy a new pair.
Yeah.
But that's another thing is you get these people that are going to go home, and I can assure you they're going to have friends and others that will want to buy them off them. So the next time they come here, they're more than happy to get another set.
Yeah, exactly.
So it'll be interesting. And I wonder if they'll have some type of glow at the show with the nighttime show that they'll have at Animal Kingdom once Avatar
I wouldn't be
opens up.
surprised. They're already developing. They're developing it from scratch anyway, so I'd be really surprised to see them not implement that right from the beginning.
Yeah.
I personally, on principle, will not buy the glow of the show ears because I refuse to feel like sloppy seconds, since the West Coast got everything first.
Nah. Yeah.
Shoot. Can't go on half the rides at Disney World then if you don't want to do sloppy seconds.
Yeah.
But,
apparently the Haunted Mansion, you might not know this. It was actually... it might have already been built here.
No, Magic Kingdom was first,
Yeah.
followed by Animal Kingdom.
kind of. Animal Kingdom. No, I think for Avatar Land, they're going to have a new glow with the show ears, and instead of the Mickey ears, it's going to be those Navi hair things.
Navi
that you
hair,
can
yeah.
do it with other
I don't think
people's.
I wonder how they're going to do that, too.
They do it with their tails.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like that's like a sex part.
That's
you know?
what
like,
I'm saying.
How's Disney gonna stray away from that?
They're not. I'm gonna make sure of it.
They're gonna throw condoms.
Oh.
Avatar condoms.
Oh.
I would buy. A
Avatardums.
Someone
Nice.
Someone
I see what
found
you did there.
someone found my hidden Mickey.
Oh.
Oh
Where is that from?
yeah. Speaking of which, yeah, that
Find
little.
my hidden Mickey.
So today we're going to be talking about Escape from Tomorrow, which I always want to say Tomorrowland, but
Yeah,
I know legally they can't.
Yeah, we don't want to get sued by Disney.
Yeah.
Again.
Brett and I watched it.
Not together.
Yeah, I just watched it this morning, and
I work till 3 a.m.
Oh my.
no one cares. I work too.
Okay, everyone set your stopwatch to see how long this job lasts.
Yeah.
Oh.
Aw. I'm sure it'll last longer than the 8 hours at Men in Black.
Yeah.
Oh.
7 hours.
But anyways, I'm still trying to wrap my head around the film.
Which head?
Come on.
It starts off. It's a unique, original. It doesn't start off like a lot of movies. It's definitely, you can tell it's an independent film. So
Yeah.
you don't know the direction it's going in, and you have to watch it with a completely open mind, not expecting anything except maybe recognizing some things at the parks. That's it. And
It's got a very Kevin Smith Clerks
yes.
type feel because they filmed it all using like these Canon DSLR cameras, and but they did it all in monochrome. So I don't know why, but there was some reason that
Artistic.
yeah, but it was really weird because
So like a bad dream.
yeah, you're watching it and you're like, okay, Magic Kingdom, Disneyland,
And then the-
Magic Kingdom, Disneyland, Epcot, Contemporary,
Yep.
you know.
It's a smart world that doesn't go outside of the Magic.
Yeah. Which it was. I was watching it and I'm like, why are they thinking Small World's so scary? Spoiler alert, people. But like how they did the eyes and
Yeah.
everything,
Yeah, the
that
face
was kind of
features.
neat.
That was pretty cool.
And actually looking up on the movie, all those people that were playing it, they're actually real actors.
Yeah.
Like the dad, he's been on a bunch of different stuff. He's not a big name actor, but he's a working actor. I mean,
Right.
yeah, he's been in he's been in a couple big TV shows and everything else, so it's not like stupid people.
Yeah. George Clooney, right?
Yeah. Apparently the movie cost $650,000 to make, and I think as of right now they've only made like $100,000 back.
Yeah, 150, I think. But
Yeah. But it's interesting. If you guys want to watch it, I recommend going to our Amazon links and purchasing through that.
It's definitely worth a viewing.
Yeah.
I'm
And actually, I'll put an iTunes link in the show notes too.
I'm actually going to sit through it one more time because, again, I had no idea what to expect, and
Yeah.
I do think I was expecting something, which again I didn't watch it with an open mind as I should have.
Yeah.
But I want to watch it one more time because the ending, I thought the ending was pretty cool. It had a nice little twist to it, and it closed the movie out because it showed, again, it was done in black and white, most of it, so it looked sort of like nightmarish.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the guy's life was a nightmare. You know, not like a Freddy Krueger nightmare, but it's just all the stuff going on and how he's trying to make everybody happy. He's trying to make himself happy because he's unhappy in his whole family life.
Kids
trying to kill him.
Yeah, there was parts where he's again, spoilers, the two girls, he's following them around and everything, and I'm just like, this is getting creepy, you know?
Yeah. You thought of me how many times?
Yeah. Well, and then the whole thing with at Spaceship Earth, how they're underneath Spaceship Earth and it's supposed to be a laboratory and everything, and it's ran by Siemens, which, Disney, Disney hasn't really said much on it. I'm shocked that Siemens hasn't blown up and wanted to sue the hell out of him, because he mentions the name, the company, a bunch of times.
There's even the signage.
Yeah. Did you notice all the, especially when they're in that laboratory, all the, there was a lot of phallic symbolism of, stuff squirting out everywhere.
Yeah.
Through the whole film.
Yep.
And it was just like, this director, man, I was just like, what? It's really, I think all in all, it was an okay film. Repeatability of watching it, I might watch it a couple more times just to kind of get a better grasp of it. But then I'll probably never ever watch it again. Right. It's really one of those things where it's a shocking type of thing.
Right. Another spoiler alert. There's a little bit of swearing.
Yeah.
F-bomb and stuff, and there's a few booby shots.
Yeah.
Which do make it tolerable. But yeah, I like the ending because actually, again, it was filmed in monochrome most of the movie, so it looked like a nightmare. And then the ending is, I'm not going to spoil the twist, but the ending last couple minutes was in color. Yeah. And it just sort of, it was surprising. It really made you think about, what just happened here. Yeah. But it was cool because it was, I guess you almost considered a happy ending for the main character. But the more I think about it, the cooler it is, and like I said, I'm definitely going to watch it at least one more time. I'm definitely glad I at least watched it once.
It was I don't know. It was interesting. It was interesting how they filmed it and everything, and kind of all that guerrilla filmmaking, how they did it and how they scripted it out and everything. And apparently the director really spent a lot of time of figuring out the shots, months ahead of time, on where the sun would be, so they could use the natural sunlight, because they can't bring any lights or anything to set the scene. So they've got to do it, at certain times of the day, certain times of the year, and everything else. But you could also tell the differences of the time periods of when they were filming stuff, because when they were at Epcot, they had Epcot still had those wingding things spinning everywhere.
Really?
And
that was a while ago.
It was mid-90s, mid to late 90s it was filmed. It was 96 that it was filmed.
Really?
Yeah.
Those things were gone after
I thought
07.
It was... No, it couldn't have been, because those are brand new cameras they used.
Was it?
But
Was it 96 or 2000?
Or 08, 09.
It was maybe I don't...
15-year. I saw a 15-year Epcot anniversary. Something in the movie was a 15-year Epcot anniversary. That's where I'm getting my year from.
Oh, that might have been during some of the green screen stuff. Yeah. Which, that was the other thing, is there was parts where they just couldn't... They wanted to be in the park, but they couldn't film the scene and get away with it. Right. So they used the green screen effect. Okay. And that's where it kind of got weird.
Okay, next time I watch, I'm going to look for that spot, because I saw that, and I immediately tried to calculate when this was filmed.
Yeah. The wingdings and then part of the construction and everything, I think it was 2 years ago.
Was it?
2 or 3 years ago is when they were filming parts of it.
I haven't been on the Epcot monorail in a while, but I remember as of last year or so, those wingding things were lying next to Universe of Energy behind those walls over there, those construction walls by the exit of Universe of Energy. Those wingding things were just lying on the ground.
You just check out some old Adam the Woo videos and see where they are.
No.
Stop. We in no way do the fanboys promote Adam the Woo. If Disney's listening,
well, I support Adam the Woo, but
if Disney's listening,
I mean, he knows what he did.
If Disney's not listening, then yes,
he's still friends.
Like yes.
And good people.
Friends.
Another thing, and I posted in the Facebook, and this is my personal opinion, but CNN last night showed, well, as we're recording this Thursday night on the 24th, CNN had showed Blackfish, the controversial documentary about SeaWorld. And
they ain't got no whitefish documentaries.
Stop. And it's kind of sparked a huge debate. I actually feel bad for the one that does the Universal SeaWorld podcast. Because basically his Twitter blew up yesterday.
Really?
Like thousands of people just throwing hate at him.
Really?
It's not his fault.
He's just doing a podcast.
Yeah, he's just doing. Yeah.
Poor Ryan.
He's not sponsoring.
Oh wait. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
People just love to jump on a bandwagon.
That's like if Disney starts killing zebras at Animal Kingdom, don't start bashing us because I don't fucking have any control over it.
That'd be funny.
It's not my fault. But anyways, everyone should kind of watch the film.
It was a good film.
Me personally, I always figured there's no reason whales should be in captivity. SeaWorld can spin it however they want. The only reason that they have them and they're doing shows with them is to make freaking money. They can care less about the whales.
If you watch that movie, I used to think the same way. Well, maybe these whales are better off. They're not being hunted. They're safe. They're protected. But the more I watched the movie, the more I saw that whales are actually very similar to humans with their emotions, their ways of thinking. In fact, even more intelligent than humans with their emotions and ways of thinking. So you can't tell me that a human would prefer to be encapsulated in a playground for their whole life. You get fed, there's stuff to do, but you're going to go nuts in a matter of a couple of days. When even anyone that's listening to the show who's maybe disagreeing with what we're saying right now, when you go on vacation, you may hate your job and you can't wait for that vacation. You're counting the seconds. Well, after 4 or 5 days, you start thinking, hey, I'm almost looking forward to going back to work. Unless, your job is just living hell. But you should have quit if it's that bad anyway. But the bottom line is that you're looking forward to it because you start getting cabin fever. You start going crazy. Well, these whales, it's the exact same condition. And if you saw, when you see this film, if you saw how they captured these whales, when, there were, spoiler alert, there were some that died. They loaded them with rocks and weights and just sunk them to the floor of the ocean. You can't tell me that's right. And if there's any chance of a whale being killed for what you're doing, you shouldn't be doing it.
And now, mind you, people are like, well, that was done in the 70s. Well, that doesn't make it right. All the whales that they're born, most of the whales that they have now at SeaWorld are born there, and they're all, most of them are sons or daughters of Tilikum, the whale that killed the animal trainer. Which part of the film, and that was the thing, like, when that first happened, and this was before I moved down, before I even went to SeaWorld down here, I was kind of like, I'm kind of glad. I'm not glad that she died, but I'm glad that it finally happened and maybe
brought
attention to it. Because there was tons of accidents that have gone on through SeaWorld. If you go to OSHA's website, there's pages upon pages of every time a whale does something wrong in a show, it's documented. And a lot of it's to me, it seems like acts of aggression. Or because it's a whale. You're teaching it to do something that it normally never ever does. And the stupid facts like SeaWorld, is saying, oh yeah, almost every killer whale has dorsal fin collapse. No, they don't. Or the average lifespan of a whale is only 30 years. No, it's not. Like, in nature, they live a normal human lifespan.
If you have to lie to represent your case, then obviously you don't have a strong case.
Well, even if you listen to some of the trial notes of their head trainer or whatever that was in the trial with OSHA, she basically was very... her comments were very defensive and just in a very rude way.
What was the one she said?
They
asked her a question.
They asked her a question: are all whales capable of pulling? Which means, like, if your trainer's walking past a whale, whales are very inquisitive apparently, and they will grab onto things that are new to them, like hair or things dangling off wetsuits and everything. So they call it pulling. And apparently whales do it all the time, and they have to document it and everything because it's a weird thing that they aren't supposed to do. So the question to the lady was, are all whales capable of pulling? And she comes back with, well, all men are capable of rape. It doesn't mean that all of them are rapists. Yeah. And I was kind of like, freaking kidding me?
Unbelievably defensive.
Yeah.
I mean, even if she wanted to make that point, which was a good point.
Yeah.
You know, you want to make it a little bit less defensive.
We're talking about a woman. We're talking about a woman that died. You know, and they're trying to put a spin on it. Like when she first died, SeaWorld pretty much said it was her fault. It was all her fault. She made mistakes and everything else. All the corporate people were like, "Oh, she made a mistake."
That's the worst.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
the worst.
You're smudging this woman's name, and maybe she did make a mistake or something, or maybe she was in the tank and she shouldn't have been in the tank, but
she deserved to die over it. Yeah,
I mean, it was a matter. OSHA over the years, and here's the thing: if you start looking into it, besides Blackfish, SeaWorld as a corporation has fought OSHA left and right, like in their San Diego park and everything else, about their trainers getting into the water with the whales specifically. And all of OSHA's people have kept saying it's only a matter of time until a whale does kill someone, you know, because it's unpredictable. And that's the reason why trainers can't get into the water now. And I love how SeaWorld's like, oh, we don't have any definitive plans to put trainers back in the water. No, you don't have any plans because you can't do it legally because the U.S. government says you can't. Because you can't predict when a whale is going to do something.
Now, the worst thing is that what happens, you've seen how many people are in the stands watching that. What happens when that place is packed and Whale NATO hits? It's going to bring that thing down.
Whale NATO, yeah. Sharknado. Yeah. But, believe me, I love looking at the whales. I think it's a beautiful thing. I just don't think they're in big enough tanks, and I don't care what SeaWorld says. It's not a perfect life for them. It's just not. They're meant to be in the ocean. To say otherwise, you're full of crap. On that note, they could do, like in San Diego or even on the East Coast here, they could have pins that are out in the ocean that are roped off, with underwater fencing, that they could live in the water and everything. Here's the thing is if SeaWorld really wanted to be defensive and, saying, oh, we do all this stuff for the whale research and everything else, fine. You want to talk about breeding programs and everything? Fine. Help breeding programs, but then release them out into the ocean. Don't swap them around in different parks. Right. Get rid of your whales in your parks. Make oceanside parks where the whales can be corralled, but they're still in the ocean. They're still semi-free. Even that I don't completely agree with, but if you can't release the whales that you currently have in the wild, then put them in one of those and let them retire out. And just stop your water shows. I would have no problem with SeaWorld with that kind of stuff if they really did have a classroom type setting in the parks where they're actually teaching you about whales. Yep. They're not. I am not learning anything by a dolphin bouncing a ball off its nose or sea lions dressing up as clowns or blah, blah, blah. You're not learning anything educational about that. Mm-hmm. That would be like Animal Kingdom saying, oh, go to Flame Train, you'll learn about, while I'm eating my rib sandwich, I'm learning about pigs and cows and stuff. It's like...
critical.
Yeah. Take Animal Kingdom's approach. Let the animals move at their own pace. So just build a giant water tank.
Perfect.
A huge one that
twice the size of the park that they have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I worked with a guy who came to our company. Yeah, thank you. That came to our company from SeaWorld. And I asked him, this was maybe a month or two ago, and I asked him, I said, how do you feel about Blackfish? And he said, oh, that movie? And I was like, yeah. And he said SeaWorld screened it for all their employees so that they would have a point of reference if people would talk to them about it or ask them about it.
Yeah.
So they had a park-wide screening of the movie. And he said, you have to take everything there with a grain of salt. He says, of course there's things, of course there's a lot of truth in the movie, but it's a film that's
it is
based on hurting SeaWorld.
Yeah, it is lopsided. I will give them that.
Yeah.
But, on the end of the day, too, it's just like Disney. Everyone talks about the pixie dust, and you get on these mommy bloggers, and they're like, oh, Disney can do no wrong. Well, that's bull. Disney's a corporation. They're a billion-dollar corporation. SeaWorld's a billion-dollar corporation. They really, truly don't care about any of us. They want our money.
Shamu cares about me.
Yeah.
Disney's been taking advantage of Pixies for ages.
So, it is what it is. Watch the film. Don't watch the film. Agree with this. Don't agree with this. It's just it's my personal.
Watch the film and make an opinion.
Yeah. It's
an interesting film, no matter which way you want to lean.
Right.
It's an interesting documentary to watch.
Yeah. Just take it with a grain of salt. Man, I'm heated.
He is heated, man. I think surprised. Wow.
Turn the fan up.
I also feel the same way about Barnum and Bailey's and elephants and their
I
treatment.
don't like circuses.
Yeah.
I do not like circuses because, again, even like you just said, elephants.
Yeah.
Those animals are, I'm not gonna say tortured, but it's just
the way their training is it's with pain. It's with those prods and everything.
And those people that are doing it don't care about them.
Right.
Which actually, I want to make a trip out into. I don't know if you can go there.
Sarasota?
No, Tennessee.
Oh.
There's an actual elephants that they retire. They have this huge acreage of land that's where they bring all the elephants to retire out at, and they can live the rest of their lives. Yeah, except for it's in Tennessee.
Yeah, it's real.
Yeah. The island of Dr. Moreau.
I'm at the island, like the movie where they say they're going there and they kill them for their heart organs. Yeah.
Aww.
Spoiler alert.
Spencer.
Wow, yes.
You got to see Talking Mickey.
Yes. Town Square Theater. Now Mickey's meeting, and he's talking with everybody, nearly. I went to the park the other day about 5:30, and decided to get a Fast Pass for it, because I heard that it's ridiculous if you try to do a wait time, and that it's ridiculous with Fast Pass. But I went up to the Fast Pass machine, I asked the guy, I said, is this Fast Pass where I can get Fast Pass for Talking Mickey? And he said, well, most likely yes. Can't guarantee it. And I said, whatever, close enough. So I got my Fast Pass at 5:45 for a return time of 6:50, which I thought was interesting.
That's pretty quick.
Yeah, so about an hour. And so, we went around the park for an hour, did TTA, a couple things, came back, went to the Fast Pass line, which was just about out the door of into the main foyer of Town Square Theater. And she said, this is a Fast Pass line. Just warning you, it's going to be about 35 minutes at this point. I said, wow, that's a little long, but, okay, better than the regular wait time. So we get in there. We probably wait about 25 minutes. And meanwhile, the standby queue has not moved, but maybe one person, one group. And we get into the first room, not to the meet and greet room, but to the first, Town Square Theater room.
Okay.
And I'm talking to the lady, and I said, so how's that standby line, huh? She said, that's crazy. And I said, you have any comments on that? And she said, I don't agree with it. She's like, I think it should be 2 from the standby, 2 from Fast Pass, 2 from stand line. But right now it's going 6 from Fast Pass, 1 from standby, 6 from Fast Pass.
It's a one character meet.
Right.
So it's not like Space Mountain where you're filtering in dozens and dozens of people into another area. And I can't see that working.
But on the one side, they've got, 3 rooms?
Yeah, I think they were only using 2 this time.
Oh.
2 rooms with Talking Mickey in each?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's a little...
So now they should open up the other side with where they used to have the princesses.
The princess was not open at all. The queue was all down in there.
They should have Mickey's in there.
Yeah, but we got through, and she said that there was a family that waited 2 hours in standby. I said, the Fast Pass was for an hour. Why would you not do that? But whatever. But yeah, and then once we got to that lady too, we looked at our Fast Passes, and remember, like I said, we got them at 5:45. It said our next Fast Pass was available at 5:50. 5 minutes after we got our Fast Pass ticket, which she said that she had never seen that before.
That's cool.
And it was very weird. But yeah, we waited probably about 25 minutes to get through, and then once we got into the room with Talking Mickey, he was interacting with a group of children, and I took out my phone because I was going to Vine it or something, take a video of it. And as soon as I put up my phone to start filming, the character attendant rushes up and throws his hands up. No, not yet, not yet. And I said, whoa, dude, chill out. I was like, I'm not trying to take photos of these kids. I'm just videotaping Mickey interacting with people.
When he charged you, you should have just immediately clotheslined him in self-defense.
Yeah, I had no idea what was going on. I was like, come on, dude, chill out.
Just looked at him with a shocked look.
Yeah. But we eventually got our turn, got to meet Mickey. Very, very interesting, I think. It was weird for sure to have Mickey talking to you. And spoiler alert here, it looks like
he talks to you?
Yeah. the way his system works is that he goes off audio cues, or like saying, "Oh, hey Mickey," and he'll say, "Well, hey folks, how you doing?" Or whatever, or "Hey Mickey, it's their birthday. Well, happy birthday to you."
I was going to ask you, is it pre-recorded segments?
It's all it's all pre-recorded right now.
See, I figured it would be some sort of voice changer.
No.
So that way they could just talk.
Yeah.
And again, different pitches and tones of voices would probably affect that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, it's during the testing in late 2011. It was individual on a per person basis, but now it's all recorded messages. But it is very interesting to see, because while we were waiting in line to meet him, somebody had a phone that was taking video that they handed to the character attendant, and apparently it was for somebody's birthday, and they wanted to get Mickey to say happy birthday. And the character attendant said, "Oh, Mickey, look, here's one of those video cameras." And Mickey looked at it and said, "Well, hey, folks," which he wasn't supposed to say based on what the character attendant said.
Yeah.
And the character attendant just made a face like, "Oh." And you could see it on his face, like he cringed. "Oh."
Yeah.
It's like, come on, dude. But yeah, it's very interesting.
See, this is going to be fun. Because I'm going to, when I get up there, I'm going to ask Mickey, "So Mickey, you plan on showing Minnie some magic tonight?"
Oh.
I'm going to see what the response will be.
But we met him, we took a photo, and it looks like they should probably change up a few of his phrases, because I think I saw him say at least 3 times, "Can I take a picture with you?" Like, for each birthday, "Can I take a picture with you?" I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever. But I was with my friend Austin, and I think Mickey said, "Well, have a good day, folks." And I said, "See you later, Mickey." And he said, "Bye." And then Austin said, "See, bye, Mickey." And then he said some other form of goodbye again.
Yeah.
So I said goodbye to us 3 times.
Yeah. Now, is it a little bit more secluded, or can
Hola,
other people see the people in front of them?
Yeah,
interact
because
with
you're
Mickey?
going to have at least 3 families in the room.
Okay, because
3 or
if
4
other people
families.
can see it, he can only
Say so many things.
he can only say so many things. So it's going to definitely
and then
cause kids to wonder, why did he just say that to them and I was saying it to me?
Right.
And so it's just seem can't.
he has some different interactions with kids too, because I think the family 2 in front of us, we saw them and they had quite a few kids, and he said, "Hey guys, let's spin around together." And literally they put their hands up and all started spinning around, and Mickey was like, "Wee wee," and it was really weird. But I thought it was interesting.
I wonder.
He was able to
in
play,
black and white.
he was able to
would
play
be,
around with them.
Escape to Tomorrow.
I got a stupid question. Did you happen to see anything, like any wires coming out of Mickey, or is it
No.
like all self-contained in the
It was all
head?
self-contained. Like I said, he was
I wonder-
spinning around with
I
his
wonder
hands in the air,
how-
just spinning around in circles.
I wonder how heavy the head is, because the mouth is moving,
Everything
right?
has to be contained in it, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, it's done before with stages and whatnot. But like with the stage shows and parades. But with stage show and parades, all the controls are inside of the hand.
Yeah.
So when he moves the hand like that, that's why they do a lot of elaborate gestures.
These
Yeah.
doors too, so they can keep them as cool as they need to be.
Right. But
But it's still a heavy contraption.
right, because
right.
like I said, in the stage shows, it's all in the hands. But from what I can see from this meet and greet Mickey, he's not going to know what phrases are going to come out of his mouth.
Yeah.
Probably some
And
short
so he
concealment.
can't do that right on cue, because the mouth starts moving right away. So it has to be all automated. So it's very interesting. Maybe more will come out on how it works. But
They're probably using small electronic servos instead of, because they couldn't use anything with hydraulic.
Yeah.
no,
Because you can't put it freaking. I assume that there's some OSHA regulation that you can't put a guy's head in a device that has hydraulic fluid and different pressures and everything.
It looked like the Abe Lincoln when the
Yeah.
the
Could you
valve
imagine
breaks.
that? Like, it starts squirting out red hydraulic fluid all over.
That would be awesome. Kids getting sprayed with the red hydraulic fluid. That would
Oh my god.
Now, if we could get that on YouTube, we would go viral.
No freaking way are you going to give my kids fast passes. You're going to have to give me me else
Yeah.
besides that.
well, that reminds me of that one
'Cause
time
you've
that the
just
Stitch
ruined
animatronic
them.
started spraying hydraulic
for
fluid
life.
everywhere.
Yeah. It's all part of the show.
Yes.
Magic, folks.
Escape from Fantasy Escape from Tomorrow Part 2.
Yeah.
You have to put the parody rings on. South Park episode.
Yeah.
Oh. So,
Yeah, but it was exciting.
yeah.
Interesting.
Give them time. They'll have it perfected.
I gotta
Somewhat.
see it, but I'm not gonna wait that long for it.
I tried to give Hopkins a fast pass.
Well, I was leaving. I was tired.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Rough day at work?
Rough day at work.
Yeah.
3 a.m.
Oh, Jesus.
Just so you know, we find that funny because we had to hear that 17 times before the show started.
People stop. Yeah. Which is funny because I now have a new job and...
Woo! Finally!
But I pretty much work from home.
He does the same thing he did before he got the
Yeah.
job.
So the only time I actually have to do anything is when I get a ticket in to fix a server. So
And they're like, yeah, come by when you can. So he just gets casually, you know, put
Yeah.
some clothes on and...
So basically I'm naked half the time during my work week now.
That's why I don't come home anymore.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a rough life, but someone has to do it.
I guess.
And girls, he is single.
Yes. Yes.
He'll let you touch his Terminator.
33-year-old man with a bunch of toys and goes to Disney all the time? Who doesn't want that?
What kind of toys?
For a good job like that, I'm guessing you're
I guess.
better catch than most Disney fans.
It's fine until I start talking.
Aww.
Aw.
That's always what kills me too.
Yeah. So, you guys got anything else?
Oh, yeah. Talk about the Polynesian for a second. There's, the Grand Floridian DVC villas just opened up. Beautiful. I think they're beautiful. Yeah, I know, but they're pretty gorgeous. I think they fit a lot better than the Bay Lake DVC tower does.
How were the preview stays doled out?
I don't know. I think you pretty much have to be on Disney's media list already.
Yeah, I didn't get a phone
Which
call.
they already have.
Well, because
Yeah,
I know. So a lot of the people that were on were the same people that were passed over for the last event.
Yeah.
Right, but there's a difference between media events and parks blog events, which they like to invite the general public to.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a big difference there. But,
There was a lot of people that were bloggers and podcasters.
Right.
Were going to. Well, I mean, either way, it makes sense for them to have been invited to either event. But I was just wondering why Disney would differentiate one to another, because they're going to talk about it on their show. They're going to blog about it. So either way, either one of them, I could see Disney wanting to invite them both.
Could you imagine Disney giving all three of us a preview for one of their DVCs? Like, we get on here, oh woo!
This is it? Really?
Yeah. Be like,
This is where my money went?
Yeah.
the fancy hotel room.
I think it looks nice. There's a lot of Mary Poppins references throughout the whole thing.
It doesn't even have free HBO.
Hey, hush it. There's Mary Poppins.
Can't get porn in my room.
Yeah. Mary Poppins, yeah.
There's a penguin fountain in the main area.
I do want to see that.
There's on the elevators, the hand that tells you what floor it is the Mary Poppins umbrella.
Ooh.
The parent umbrella. So I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, so now that that's done, they can move on to their next DVC property, which is gonna be the the Polynesian Resort.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they've already started putting up construction walls in different
I
places.
believe they're getting rid of Sunset Point.
Yeah, did you see that? It's all tore up
I know.
now.
Yeah.
Son of them.
Yeah.
That's just not right.
It's interesting.
Unless, you know what? Unless they're going to do something to replace it in some way, shape, or form once they're all done.
Yeah.
Again, before I really start attacking Disney, I'm going to keep the wait-and-see attitude, just see what they do.
All right.
It's, yeah.
And then when they don't do it, I'm going to rent a raft, and I'm going to sit out in the lake.
If they do it right, it might look really cool for those. Because, we said before on the show, like, apparently the plans, the way it looked like, is some of them are going to be, like, on stilts out in the water, and you've got like a walkway to it. That's kind of cool Polynesian.
Yeah, it's gonna be like those Fiji huts you see
yeah.
I can't
as a
see Disney
vacation
doing
resort.
that. Too much liability.
What?
You're gonna put a life vest on every child?
No, because the thing's on stilts.
It's just like the pier too.
Yeah, and it's got
Yeah.
it'll have a
Hair
guardrail.
dryers.
Yeah.
Every
Whatever. But yeah.
feet.
Another thing I thought was interesting, I went there a couple days ago. Saw they have some cool construction. You know how they always have the construction walls with the signs on it that have Walt Disney quotes or whatnot.
Yeah.
They have one specifically for the Polynesian that has their little Polynesian guy that's on the trash cans and signs and everything, and he has a construction hat on.
Yeah.
And I thought it was really cute. I have a photo of it. I'll throw it up on the Twitter or whatever.
Then there's a big giant post-it note on the one wall that says Marty called once changes.
Yeah. No, I went and walked around the old the Tangaroa Terrace, the old restaurant over there. Looked inside the doors, and there was a maybe for a cast event or something, a pumpkin patch set up, and I had a stuffed Minnie Mickey or whatever there. But then it had a bunch of bales of hay, and then a couple of crates. And on one of the crates was what is it? The Mandalorian, the Boba Fett symbol that he has. Or
Oh, yeah.
it was on one of the crates with some of that, the Star Wars language or whatever. And I was like, oh, that's weird. Maybe it was just a random prop left over or whatever, and they decided to use it for a crate, and it just happened to be there. So I took a photo of it through the glass. That night, I went on Facebook and saw Kevin Yee posted a photo from the land where there was another Star Wars crate used there with writing on it too.
Really?
So these two random things, the Tangaroa Terrace and the land at Epcot, have Star Wars crates.
Are they doing like some kind of mystery thing?
That's what I don't know.
They're
like Kevin
planning stuff.
Because Kevin Yee had only saw the one in the land.
Yeah.
And he said maybe it was just a leftover prop from D23. But then when I saw that, I immediately thought of earlier that day when I saw the one at Polynesian. Like, how random is that?
Well, dude, why are you going to ship just a prop like that from D23 all the way back to Orlando?
How random. I have no idea.
Interesting.
It's very weird.
Yep.
So take that as you will.
We should start searching all the rest of the
That's
parks.
what I'm saying. And it looks like everything, because it looked like the thing at the land, too, was another fall setup with, like, Bale's Pay. And this crate that has Star Wars on it.
Yeah. They have a bunch of them at Animal Kingdom, but no one's going to see them because no one goes there.
Oh. That's when they're going to put Star Wars land.
Yeah, oh, God.
Oh, man.
But I'm telling you, man, the Wookiee area, or Kashyyyk, that would fit perfect there.
That would fit perfect.
Oh, my God.
Put it
Actually,
on
they
top
could do
of
Star
Straight
Wars
Line.
Land as a bridge between the studios and Animal Kingdom.
You get a train that goes in between the two.
Get a bunch of little people to dress up as Ewoks.
Aww. So
I said
cute.
little people, that's correct,
So
right?
cute. They had to do that during Star Wars weekends.
Yes.
Yeah, I hear Manuel Lewis's little brother isn't doing anything.
Oh.
I don't get it.
It's an old show.
Oh,
It was before your time.
Yeah.
makes
You're
sense.
so young.
Aww.
Oh.
So
That was
young.
the show where I got sliced on the Star Tours ride.
Yeah.
And I went and I showed them, and one of the I guess he was a coordinator, came up, and he was very much in disbelief at what I showed him and what I was telling him. And I'm thinking, you can see the rip in my pants. I'm showing you the blood through the rip of my pants.
Yeah.
What is
What?
so disbelieving about this?
Yeah.
I showed you the razor sharp, worn down metal loop.
Yeah.
So you can feel. Or I even told you, don't press down on it. You can feel that thing. You press down the lightest bit, you're gonna cut your hand open.
Oh, yeah.
And why is it that you're in such disbelief? So jokingly, I called him Emmanuel Lewis's little brother.
Oh.
Oh, that's not good. But actually,
Not to his face. I'm
yeah.
for the show.
Star Tours attacked me too. It ripped my
Yeah.
pants. It caught me, and I was like, "What the heck is this?" I didn't get cut though. Luckily.
Going after all the fanboys doesn't make our show.
It likes me.
Star Tours will kill people
Your time's
too.
coming.
Oh.
Aw. So,
Rip me a new one.
anything else? That'd be it.
Halloween.
Oh yeah,
Your time will come.
it's Halloween. Happy Halloween, people. Well, it's
You
not
will join the dark side.
when it's Halloween.
Halloween's the Friday. Thursday.
Thursday, yes.
So, coming close, but this is our last show before Halloween.
Yes.
We've already talked about everything Halloween, because we've already done everything Halloween in September.
Yeah.
And we already talked about it.
Yeah, talked about Halloween Horror
Not So
Nights,
Scary,
talked
Halloween
about
Horror
Not So
Nights.
Scary.
Yep. I don't know. Me and Hopkins went to Universal the other day.
Yes.
Did everything in a
Yes.
few hours.
Yeah.
It was fun. I had my Dole
Your Dole Whip at Universal?
I had my Dole Whip at Universal. I'm a retard.
Butterbeer.
Butterbeer. Yeah.
We had lunch at the Three Broomsticks.
Yes.
Yes, that was fun.
Because we didn't hit the random 15-minute window when Mythos is open. I swear to God, they're like, all right, no one's waiting. Let's open it now.
Yeah.
Let everyone in. Okay, close it. Best restaurant ever.
Yeah.
No one can get in. But yeah, as always, if you have any questions, concerns, send us an email, questions at WDWFanboys.com.
That's us.
Yes, you know, if you want us to talk about something specific or not, or hate us, like us, whatever.
We
Send
like
us money.
compliments, we like criticism. I enjoy hate because it really gets me going, and I
Oh.
love to respond to those.
Yeah. Whatevs. So if that
Shut
was,
your mouth.
looks like that'll be it for this week.
Thank you.
Yes. Join us again next week. Have a good weekend.
Goodbye.
Enjoy. Bye. See you
So
next
long.
week.
Farewell.
Adios.
And now is the time when we dance.
Da- Well, it looks like that'll be it for this week's episode. If you have any questions or comments for us, you can send us a message using our Contact Us link on our homepage, or you can send us an email directly at questions@WDWFanboys.com. If you'd like to help us promote the show, every post on our page offers a one-click link to Facebook and Twitter. Just click the links on our site to let your friends know that you enjoy our podcasts and blog posts. Also, don't forget to follow us on Twitter at WDW Fanboys, or join our Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/WDW Fanboys. And while you're at it, head over to YouTube and subscribe to our channel. And remember, if you're shopping on Amazon.com, don't forget to navigate to our Amazon links on our homepage. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but it does help us out because every purchase you make through our links lets us receive a portion of your purchase price, which in turn helps improve show content and helps with running costs. And remember, if you do spend more than $1,000 worth of merchandise in a 12-month period, let us know, and we'll send you a free Fanboys t-shirt. Have a good one. Don't forget to join us again next week.